about Hillsborough Street.
Yeah.
We'll do that one. Hey, look.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was another time, I'll tell you that. First of all, I just want to say thanks to Lance for putting this together. This is really special, and I really appreciate you allowing me to be part of it. My name's Tim Woody. I've known Blake for quite some time. Matter of fact, my wife went to college with Peggy, and I agree with that Carolina thing. So Beth looking Winter Road, Chapel Hill. So, but it's been a journey. I know that it's been fun, and Blake, I'm not going to sit up here and preach, but I do want to say a few things and comment, I guess, on some things that Brett had talked about. First of all, talked about John Mayer, and I had to say this because I used to be a huge John Mayer fan. I loved him, and then sort of changed. And what changed for me was something my wife brought up years ago, was a song that he wrote about waiting for the world to change. And I think about that, and I don't think we're put here to wait for somebody else to change this world. I think we're to change this world. And Blake, I think you're one of those people that will change this world. And I mean that very seriously. It sounds kind of cheesy, it sounds kind of hokey, but I think that people like you will have a very integral part of this in making things change. So I take a lot of kids each summer to Appalachian Service Project, a mission trip, and I know Lance went with me before. I know that Peggy has been involved in some missions. I know Blake, you've been involved in some missions too. But I tell kids, don't ever underestimate your influence. We talked about Tim Tebow, and there's stories about Colt McCoy. There's stories about all these athletes that we see and how they can affect your people around them. But I don't think you should ever underestimate what you can do. You have the power to really influence, and one of my favorite movies, some of y'all may know this, is It's a Wonderful Life. It's the movie about a guy who thinks he's just been a failure, and then they take him out of the picture, and they go back and look at what the world would have been out, his life, his community, without him. And it's a totally different place. So I urge you to think about that as you move forward. I played ball at State. I was there from '79 to '83, and I had a friend that I played ball with. He actually went on to play for the New England Patriots and played a Super Bowl. Lynn Dawson was an ordained minister or pastor, and he hounded me, just like Richard was talking about a friend that hounded him in college. He hounded me about getting up and going to a service before Saturday or Sunday before games, the Saturday games I mean, and sometimes we had practices on Sunday. I'd say, Lynn, gosh, man, I don't want to do this. And I didn't for a long time, and then I sort of did it some, and I really appreciated what he did to try to, provide some leadership, some guidance in some people's lives. So look for those kind of people. Surround yourself with those people, and I agree with, you surround yourself with garbage, you'll be garbage. So I don't think that'll be your case. But anyway, Gary Vett over at Hope also uses this great line that I think is fantastic. And you can think about this. Sometimes you got to stand up, stand tall as need be. You got to stand alone. And I love that line because it's not an easy thing. So, Peggy, would you hand me that little box that has? This is a manly rap job. I love this right here. Just give it. This is for. Actually, Caleb helped me pick this out. Caleb's my youngest. That is the thing that I want you to take with you. It's this is a rain stick. They don't know what a rain stick is. Caleb pointed all out to me. This is actually from Chile, so it might kind of resonate with some of your stuff that in Central America and South America. But anyway, the point is that was done. Previous cultures used that to try to bring rain, which represented life. And I guess what I wanted to bring that forward and show you and give this to you. So, if you have an opportunity to bring life forward in different aspects. It could be to lead people. It could be to help somebody else along. It could be to provide service. Whatever it is, this will just be a reminder to you. It also is really cool to kind of, help your nerves if you're studying too much over UNC. But we wanted to give you something that was really that you could remember this day by, and hopefully be something that just stayed with you for a long time. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. Good luck. I can't change your mind to go to NC State. Maybe.
I am friends of the family from several different venues. My wife and I lead a small group with Hope Community Church that Lance has been attending for some time. We attend church together. I was at Lance's table in men's fraternity, and of course know Blake through his participation in the Athens Drive band, where our kids have known each other for many years. So through participation in the men's fraternity and also reading the book that a couple of you have referenced, Raising a Modern Day Knight, got some ideas to talk about today, to talk about the significance of the occasion that we're here to celebrate. So, I mean, certainly we're here to celebrate a birthday, 18th birthday. It's a significant time in your life. But we're also here to celebrate a passage from, as some of you have said, from youth into Christian manhood. And I think what's significant about that is that it's symbolic of a bond that we have together as Christian men to pursue something in our lives that's maybe a higher calling, maybe something that's beyond ourselves and more significant than ourselves. So as we look at what today means, I mean, certainly you have a lot to celebrate. You have academic achievement. I mean, you're a brilliant guy, excellence in music and in sports, leadership among your peers, relationships, loving relationships with family and friends. So all a great foundation. And I guess, Blake, what I would encourage you today is to think about it as that foundation, putting God first and making God the priority, so as opposed to being kind of just one of many priorities in your life. Set your direction on God's way, because I think what you'll find there is that some of the attributes of a God-centered life would be that instead of just merely being successful, your life will have significance, and there's a difference there. It's a higher calling. Likewise, instead of being merely competent, I mean, obviously you're terrific at what you do, but you'll also be convicted, so you'll have a conviction in your life. And I think most importantly is focus on things that are eternal and timeless, as opposed to things that are temporal and that will fade away. So, as guys here, as a community of Christian men, as I mentioned before, we're bound together in community. And even though we're each on our own individual journey of faith, in our community, we're here to, first of all, celebrate each other's victories. We're here to mourn each other's losses, and we're here to provide encouragement to each other to constantly sharpen ourselves and to grow. So I think this is a terrific occasion